Hey everybody, Dr. Group here. I am privileged to be with Winston Kao, inventor, research scientist, and specialist not only in water technology, but as far as agriculture is concerned and general health is concerned, he is a leader in the world as far as bringing this information out. And he's going to be with us today talking about water purification, water technology, and I personally use his whole house water purification system that he has invented and developed. Welcome, Winston.
Thank you.
Today I'm going to really be focusing in and talking about water technology, how important it is for you to drink the proper type of water, use the proper type of water throughout your house, and your garden and your grass or whatever you're growing. And Winston has developed a whole house water purification system. Winston, welcome. Thank you for coming to Houston. Thank you for all of your research that you've done over the years. His heart is into healing the planet. I even asked him what his main goal in life is, and he said, well, I would love to clean up all the water on the planet. And I know he's into helping people as well. So what is the first thing that the average person can do at their home to clean up their water?
Get a water filtration system that removes the fluoride, the chlorine, chloramines, the heavy metals, and the volatile organic compounds.
95%, 99% of the water filtration systems out there today, that just like the KDF and all of those filter systems, are only getting I don't want to say a small percentage, but they're only taking a percentage of the contaminants out. For example, glyphosate, pesticides, pharmaceutical drug residue, fluoride, chlorine, bromine. There's thousands of chemicals that are being found in the water, and those filtration systems only take out, maybe 50%, 60%.
It depends on the size.
It depends. It depends on the system. It depends on the area that you live. It depends on lots of different factors. But what we're trying to say is water is the key to life. Nothing survives without water. And you really need to do your best to get and consume the highest quality, pure water out there. How much water, clean water, should someone drink every single day?
Well, I still believe in getting close to the 8 glasses of water. I also think that in the summertime, that's too small of a number, especially if you live in Texas or Florida. That's not enough. Okay, probably double that during the summertime because you evaporate. And sometimes, if you ever even notice that sometimes you might be drinking 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 glasses of water, and you don't even need to go to the bathroom. That's because it evaporated. Right, so the evaporating factor, especially in the summertime, is very, very key, and people get dehydrated and fall over and faint. And this is just not drinking enough water.
If you get good, clean, structured water, it has a taste to it, just a soothing, silky taste to it that's incredible. And it's incredible. Just like rain, if you let it rain for 10 or 15 minutes to get all the garbage out of the sky, and then collect some water, some rainwater, that's naturally energized and distilled water. Or for that matter, the ormus energy or the dew on plants in the morning, just if you can take a little bit of that and take a drop of that, you'll notice how beautiful that water is. With your experience with water, people are not even drinking a fraction of what they should be drinking. I know people that actually say, water tastes bad, I hate water, and I don't even drink water. Like, all they drink all day long is diet drinks and tea and coffee and everything else, which does actually contain water in it, but they think that they're getting their water through all of these drinks out there.
And they are, as you say, getting water, but they're truly getting a very unhealthy condition. I had sort of like I went to the border between Canada and America, and you could tell the difference between the Canadians and the Americans. The Canadians walked faster, they were healthier, they were a little bit lighter weight, You know, it was really funny because it was right there as the borderline. You know, you're just looking at the two populations, and they ate cleaner food. Their water was a little bit cleaner, and then they were just a little bit healthier.
So what about the craze with all the alkaline water machines that are out there?
Oh, I'm glad you asked that. There are about 45 different kinds of alkaline water machines, and way back when, there were actually two general kinds of alkaline water machines. Today it's reduced almost down to one. And that is, the common alkaline water machine is you hook up to the faucet and instantly you have some acid water and you have alkaline water coming out, like right now. In other words, their processing time is like 1/5 of a second. Almost all of those alkaline water machines go from slight benefit to slightly harmful to quite a bit harmful. That's not how alkaline water was made back in the 50s and 60s. Now, I do carry a very old-fashioned design alkaline water. Now, I take, instead of 1/5 of a second, I take 30 minutes to make a single batch of alkaline water. And let's get something perfectly straight. It is not the alkalinity of the water that's beneficial. That is completely hooey. That is PR. You never, ever want to manually control your pH to make it more alkaline. So therefore, high alkaline water that's standardly made, or high alkaline water made from potassium chloride or baking soda, that's harmful for your body. It's just like Tums and Pepto-Bismol. It's high alkalinity. It will drop the acid down, but then later on you become more acid. Okay, not a good way to go. It's a completely wrong information. Real alkaline water, first of all, when you make it by the batch, if you left it on the table, in 7 to 10 hours, it'll just go right back to standard pH of 7 water. It will not stay high alkaline. It's not able to keep that kind of electrically charged water to remain stable, so therefore it cannot be bottled. So if they put alkaline water in a bottle, they have to use a chemical to put that pH down. And this is why you have a lot of health practitioners going, alkaline water is bad. Well, they're right, because they use a chemical to induce alkaline water. They're absolutely right. That is not a good water to be drinking. And I'm sure Dr. Ed here has been saying, don't drink alkaline water. And he's absolutely right. When you buy alkaline water in a bottle, it's not good for you to drink. Now, back to what I do make. The reason why real alkaline water that takes 30 minutes to make is good for you is not because it has a high alkalinity. It's because the microcluster of water is 50% smaller. And it's the small water carrying a high negative charge. So the negative charge goes into the body. It makes your body's cells slightly less positive, which now allows this high penetrating water go into between the cells, pull out the trash, and dump it.
So how much, I mean, just in a general, this is always the hardest thing. People they'll buy $1,000 purses or shoes or $100,000 vehicles, or they'll buy jewelry or whatever they're going to spend money on. I mean, most of the country's in debt as it is. Just on average, one of your systems for, let's say, a 2 or 3 bedroom. Well, let's talk about an under the sink, and then maybe for a 2 or 3 bedroom.
So the under the sink thing basically runs $1,800.49, $1,849 plus about $65 shipping. And if you live in Florida, there'll be tax. If you're out of Florida, no tax. Whole house system is usually custom made, but generally they run around $8,100. Or $9,005 or more, depending what size house. Of course, the number of bathrooms and showers, etc. They will modify the price tag there, and shipping costs, of course, changes.
Yeah, I know that sounds expensive to some people, and I mean, it's easy for me to sit here and talk about how important your health is because I've spent 20 years looking at all these things, and I was part of the fluoride documentary, Fluoride on Tap documentary, exposing the history of fluoride in the water system. But you have to understand the importance of your children, your family, and why you need to have the clean water in your home, especially because that's where you're spending most of your time. I mean, you can even fill up water from your home and take it to the office with you and drink it, and at least you know you have good clean water. Water is the catalyst and the living substance that is the basis of all life. I mean, if you look at water, it's H2O, 2 hydrogens and 1 oxygen. What do we breathe? Oxygen. What do we need? The combination of hydrogen and oxygen to supply and communicate and to clean and to grab everything. I mean, you can just, if there's one change you can make, is just drinking clean, purified, structured water on a regular basis. I think it's probably, I mean, I've been saying this for a long time. It's probably one of the best investments you could make in your life is to just have that, even if you need to go with the under sink unit.
I was going to also say, think is like the under the sink unit, it's only 97 cents a day. And this is 97 cents for the whole family, not just one person. How much money do you spend buying bottled water? And sure, for the whole family, it's way more than 97 cents a day. And even if you're a single person in a whole, it's going to be more than 97 cents.
Still, you're not even getting the quality with bottled water that you're going to get.
You're not even close, because bottled water is going to have plastic as the first issue. And this one is at the sink. It's going to clean the city water to be better than bottled water quality and good taste too, by the way. Because, you know, when you clean up these things, because these things are 50 pounds. That's without the water in there. They actually have a long water contact time. So the filter actually does make that water taste good.
Where can they go online to get your system?
You can go to idealearthwater.com, idealearthwater.com, or you can go to my main website, which is gobeyondorganic.com, and then in there you will find my Ideal Earth Water website. You will find my turbocharged turmeric, which is a fermented turmeric, probiotics. These are all key things to help you maintain good health. And it's not just you as a person, it's you, your family, your pets, your garden, your vegetable garden. All this piece of tape applies across the board. It doesn't make any difference. It even applies to cleaning up rivers and oceans. It's the same guys, these probiotics, the structure of the water that either makes a river clean or dirty. A river able to maintain itself to be clean or failing to maintain itself to be clean. It depends on all of this water structure, the frequencies, the microbes, all as a picture, jointly together, balances your flora in your gut, balances the flora in the river, balances the flora in the soil. Same piece of tech, right?
It's too bad people aren't addicted to water.
Well, actually, I have lots of people's kids who are addicted to water, because when they start drinking my water that's wholesome, it's got minerals in it, the kids on their own quit drinking sodas and sweet juices and start drinking just plain water because they like the water.
I personally have Winston's whole house water purification system at my home. Done tons of research on that, and definitely by far there's so many different things you need to look at. So save your money, focus in on the future health of your family, and look into getting a whole house or an under sink water purification system. Thanks, Winston. Appreciate you coming down. Thanks for being on, and thanks for educating everybody about all of the knowledge, that you have, especially when it comes to water.